You see big creators and think, how the heck do I even begin? I'm here to tell you, it starts exactly where you are right now, because chickens can fly. And you can soar. Let's dig in. Let's talk about how to go from 0 subscribers and 0 watch time to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, the golden YouTube milestone. This isn't just a tutorial. This is a story, a mission, your transformation. So buckle up. Chapter 1. The start is ugly, and that's beautiful. Let's rewind to the very beginning. You open YouTube. You create a channel. You give it a name that either means everything to you or absolutely nothing, because you're not even sure this will go anywhere. You record your first video. You hate your voice. You cringe watching it. But guess what? You post it anyway. That, right there, that's flight. The first 10 videos are never perfect. They're raw, awkward, but they're essential, because you're not just creating content. You're building momentum. You're learning your gear. You're editing. You're pacing. You're learning yourself. And more importantly, you're learning to show up. Because 90% of people quit right here, before video 5, before video 10. But not you. You keep going. You get better. You look back and cringe at the first few, and that's good. That's proof of growth. This is the part no one claps for. No likes, no applause, just effort. But every second you're uploading, you're rising. Chapter 2, Discovering Your Voice. Now let's talk about your voice. Not your literal voice, though that matters too, but your style, your tone, your identity. At first, you'll copy. That's fine. We all start there. You'll emulate the creators you love, the editing styles you've seen 100 times. But the more you create, the more you'll notice moments where you sound like you. A certain way you explain something, a joke only you would make, a story only you could tell. That's your voice. And you need to find it before you find your niche. Because trends come and go. Algorithms change. But authenticity? That's timeless. So talk like you. Film like you. Think like you. Because there's only one of you in 8 billion. Chapter 3. The magic of one fan. Let me tell you about the first time I saw a comment that wasn't from my mom. It was someone from halfway around the world. They said, "Hey, I really needed this today." That one sentence lit me up for a week. One fan. That's all it takes to believe again. Your goal right now isn't to go viral. It's to connect. If 10 people watch your video, imagine standing in a room with those 10 people. It's not small. It's personal. And if you treat those first 10 viewers like gold, they'll stick with you. They'll watch your next video, and they'll bring friends. Growth on YouTube isn't fast. It's not instant, but it's real. And it starts with one fan, then 10, then 50, then 100. And eventually, you hit 1,000. Not by accident, but by intentionality. Chapter 4, Mastering the Game. The 3 Rules of Growth. Now let's get into strategy. You want 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? Here's what YouTube really cares about. SLA 1, click-through rate, CTR. 2, watch time. 3, viewer satisfaction. Let's break these down. CTR is how many people saw your video and actually clicked. That means your thumbnail and title are crucial. They're the invitation to the party. If they're boring, nobody comes in. Make thumbnails bold, emotional, contrasty, faces work, big text works, ask a question, tease an answer, give people a reason to click. Watch time is how long people actually stay. If your video is 10 minutes but they only watch 2, YouTube thinks it's boring. So here's what you do. Start strong. No long intros, no rambling. Hit the hook. Tell them what's coming and why it matters. Then keep them watching with momentum. Build curiosity. Cut dead air. Respect their time. Satisfaction is a secret metric. It's based on likes, comments, shares, and surveys YouTube sends out. It measures if the viewer felt good watching your video. You make people feel good, they come back. That's how you grow. Chapter 5, the 100 video mindset. You ever hear someone say they uploaded 12 videos and quit because it didn't work? That's like planting seeds and walking away before they sprout. Here's the truth. Commit to 100 videos before you judge your success. Why? Because in 100 videos, you'll learn what your audience likes. You'll learn your pacing, your style, your production flow. You'll have data, patterns, wins and misses. And guess what? Somewhere between video 20 and 50, you'll find your groove. That one video that pops, that series that works, that editing rhythm that feels natural. You don't grow in theory. You grow in the doing. So post. Post when you're tired. Post when it's imperfect. Just don't stop. Chapter 6. The road to 4,000 hours. Now, about those 4,000 hours. That sounds massive, right? But let's break it down. That's 240,000 minutes. Let's say your video is 10 minutes long and 100 people watch it all the way. That's 1,000 minutes right there. Do that 240 times. You're monetized. Here's the secret weapon. Evergreen content. Videos that live forever. Tutorials, how-tos, inspirational stories, reviews, stuff people search for every day. Use tools like TubeBuddy, vidIQ, or just YouTube search autocomplete. Find what people need, then make that video your way. If you do it right, you'll have a library of videos that get views while you sleep. That's compound growth. Chapter 7, the feedback loop. Here's the cycle most beginners miss. Create, measure, adjust, repeat. Every upload is a feedback loop. Check your audience retention. When did they leave? Look, did the title deliver on the promise? Check comments. What did people like or ask about? Then use that data. Make the next video 1% better. Over time, 1% better turns into world class. You're not guessing. You're evolving. Chapter 8, building community. At 0 subs, you're a stranger. At 1,000 subs, you're a leader. How do you get there? By creating community. Ask questions in your videos. Reply to every comment like it's sacred. Go live. Be visible. Be real. Remember, you're not just building an audience. You're building relationships. People don't subscribe to channels. They subscribe to people. Be the kind of creator people want to root for. Chapter 9, dealing with the dark days. Let's be real. This isn't always fun. There will be days your video flops, days where the numbers hurt, days where you wonder, why am I even doing this? You'll fight imposter syndrome, comparison, burnout. But let me tell you something nobody told me early on. You don't have to feel confident to keep going. You just have to be consistent. The views will catch up, the growth will come, but only if you keep showing up. Discipline beats motivation, and progress beats perfection. Chapter 10, you're closer than you think. You're listening to this for a reason. Maybe you've made a few videos, maybe you've made none, but you're thinking about it. That means the spark is alive. And I'm telling you, you're closer than you think. A single video can change your life. One idea, one upload, one breakthrough. But that can't happen if you never post. So stop overthinking. Start filming. Messy action beats perfect planning every time. Chapter 11, the chicken flies again. Let's bring it back to the chicken. That ridiculous flapping bird that should never be in the sky. But it is. For just a few seconds. Because it tried. That's you. Maybe you're not soaring yet. Maybe you've just left the ground. But that's flight. And if you keep flapping, even if you're awkward, even if you're scared, eventually you'll rise. 1,000 subscribers, you'll pass that. 4,000 hours, you'll double it. But more importantly, you'll prove to yourself that you can. You'll stop